Rio Ferdinand and Pablo Zabaleta were paired for Argentina's World Cup win over Poland. Manchester United icon Rio Ferdinand asked to be taken off air during the BBC's coverage of Argentina's 2-0 win over Poland at the World Cup after a joke made by former Manchester City defender Pablo Zabaleta. The extraordinary game almost saw Robert Lewandowski and co qualify as runners-up in Group C at the expense of Mexico, as they had fewer yellow cards over the 3 group stage games. The two sides were tied on points, goal difference, goals scored and conceded in the dying embers of the game before Saudi Arabia scored in stoppage time to ensure Poland's place in the round of 16. Ferdinand was describing the difficulty of the situation as a player on the pitch, when there is so much confusion surrounding the game. "But those situations are quite weird for you as a player," Ferdinand said during the BBC's coverage. "You're all concentrating on the 90 minutes and you're not really sure at times. I have been in situations where you're asking around, are we though? Or, what's the score in the other game? And so you need people on the outside helping." Zabaleta remembered the situation that Ferdinand was referring to, when his former teammate Sergio Aguero scored on the final day of the season as City defeated QPR to win the Premier League title in 2012 after United had finished playing and were top of the table before the goal. He jokingly asked Ferdinand, "In 2012? To which Ferdinand pretended to take offense and asked to leave the studio in Qatar. "I wasn't going to say," he jested. "You know, can you get me off air please?" He brought up the City stuff, Aguero's goal. "He's out of order, you got to go." Host Gary Lineker then mimicked commentator Martin Tyler's iconic Aguero call as the punditry trio of he, Zabaleta and Alan Shearer joined to laugh at Ferdinand's exchange with Zabaleta. In 2012, as United and City played at the same time on the final day of the Premier League season, Ferdinand's side comfortably beat Sunderland 1-0 while their Manchester rivals were struggling against QPR. Zabaleta and the rest of the City team were losing, but came back to tie, and then a very late Aguero strike in the final stages of the game saw him win the title for City, while United and Ferdinand, who had clinched victory over Sunderland a few minutes prior to the full-time whistle at the Etihad, were forced to wait and find out that their rivals had won their first ever Premier League title. Thank you for watching our videos. Subscribe to our channel to get notifications when we post newest videos. Thank you and goodbye.